RTA Victor.
Do not try to adjust the picture. A new form of television is here.
Hey everybody, it is me here. I'm recording on a new camera, as you can see. It's the Sony Bloggy Touch. That's right, this bugger right here, the Sony Bloggy Touch. And I'm censoring my eyes with it. Use the force. Okay, so I have had some questions asked to me lately about fire alarms, speakers, and everything else. So I'm going to try to answer some of them. Well, most of them anyway, and see what we got. Alrighty guys, so I am not going to be naming any usernames in this due to the fact that I don't want a lot of people getting pissed and copyright infringement, because that has happened before. If you notice, one of my videos got deleted recently. That was because of copyright infringement. Anyway, question number 1 from user Anonymous. Have you ever cracked a drywall with bass? And that is a big yes, and a good example I have right here is right outside of my bedroom door, right here. That's right. Look at how cracked all that is. It goes all the way back from about there. You can't really see it on camera. It goes to about, actually, oh my god, it's actually grown all the way to that corner now. It goes all the way across, out, and then partly over towards this wall right there. Alright, I'm going to just do a quick zoom out. So, yes, I have. Another YouTube user asks, what brands of speakers have you owned or have right now? Well, some of the brands of them I own, you can see right here. That's right, I've owned RCF, I have owned JBL, and I have owned PAS. PAS is a very vintage company, as you can see, and if you were wondering, I'll just take one of these down to show you. Yes, these are real logos. See? These are all the original real logos from speakers and etc, etc. So yes, those are some of the brands. I have owned Serwin Vega. I have owned Radio Shack. I have owned Yorkville. And the worst of the worst that I have owned... Oh, no, one of the best I have owned was Mackie, and the worst of the worst I ever owned had to be Yamaha. Another YouTube user asks, how many watts is your sound system? So, I'm going to try to calculate it for you real quick. So, here. Alrighty, that only took forever, so here you go. The amps are equaling 15,000 watts of output over here. There's another amp in there and another one under the desk, all in parallel. Alright. The RMS power of the speakers over here are 16,000 watts. So, and that's talking about these two cabs and that one on top. That one's 300. These ones take the cake for all the power. And then the peak of these 3 cabs, that one's peak is 300, but I've had a, what do you call it? A stupid freaking separate amp. That amp is for that one up there. These two have their own separate things going on. But the peak of all those 3 cabinets, or I guess specifically these two, is 21,000 watts. So, there are your numbers. Another YouTube user asks, what is your favorite camera and what cameras have you owned? Well, I will tell you this. I have owned the Canon PowerShot A560. I have owned the Canon PowerShot A490. The Panasonic HDD something. It's down there in that shelf of crap. But the only camera and I've owned a Flip Video Ultra HD, a Flip Video, and a Flip Minnow HD. But the only camera I have to say I enjoy using is the Sony Bloggy Touch. That's right, the one I'm using now. The Sony Bloggy Touch. I just got this recently. And I have to say, I absolutely love this thing, and I'm recording on it right now. It says that this is the silver one, but, yes, I absolutely love this. Another YouTube user asks me, have you ever popped a fuse or a circuit breaker with your sound system? Let me just say, I didn't just pop the breaker on our house, I popped half of our neighborhood off. That's right. I heard the sound system, it was blasting, and one of the amps went into overload real quick, and half the neighborhood went out. So I have killed many things with my sound system. Alrighty, another question is, what is your favorite computer to use, whether it be Windows or Mac or Linux? Now, I have used both Windows, Mac, and Linux, and the only ones I have to say I enjoy using are the Macs. And that has nothing to do with anything. It's just the kind of person I am. I grew up, my first computer was a Mac. The old original Mac G3 desktop. That's right, I got that thing when I was 3, and it was absolutely the top of the line. Best crap you could buy. Another user asks, what would be my favorite phone operating system, whether it be Android or iOS. I don't have much experience with the Android system. All I use much is the Droid X2 and the MyTouch 3G and the MyTouch 4G from Huey, or whatever, however you say that company. I have to go with iOS, and that's not me being a total Mac fan. That's just who I am, because I just love how smooth it is and everything. But, yeah, I have to say, you know, Android's getting up there. This one is running 2.3.5 or something like that. But, Android's getting up there, but I have to say I would go with the iOS right now. Alrighty, another user asks, if there was no Mac option, would I use Linux or Windows? And I would sadly, most sadly, have to go with Windows, because I think that Linux is a total piece of shit. Alrighty, another user asks, what are the model numbers of my soft lights and my PA speakers? I know that my soft lights are the PBL Easy Softbox code 3411. And these speakers here are, they're not, I know, surprisingly, they're not JBL. Those are on there just for, you know, whatever, just for craps and giggles, I guess you could say. They're on there for no reason. Just put them on there for fun. But these are the PAS 15.2H. Can't find them anymore. If you can, you're lucky. That one up there is the Radio Shack 15-inch PA speaker, whatever hunk of crap. Another user asked if I would test my sound system for him on video. So, sure, here we go.
No getting over, just no getting over you. Wish I could spin my world into reverse, just to have you back again. There's no getting over, there's no getting over, there's just no getting over you. No, bring it back. Hey, forget your big
Alrighty guys, well that's all the questions I actually have patience for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, as you're about to see in the little thing you're about to see. So, as I sang it in the little outro,
like this video and subscribe.